Could you start by just telling me a little bit of a story of how you came to be in charge of JLabs?
Sure. You know, I was in the tech industry for many years, and unfortunately I had that experience that many people do where you become a patient, and not just become a patient, I was told I wasn't going to make it. And there's something about that conversation that happens in your head late at night when you're not sure you're going to wake up the next day. That changes you and changes what you want to do with your life if you get the chance to stay. And so I determined that based on my experience that if I had the chance to say I needed to change innovation in the healthcare industry, I needed to make it just as productive, just as advanced, just as attractive for the top talent and top investors to get into. So I obviously made it. And I started a company to focus on improving the volume and the quality of innovation coming out of research and improving its cost effectiveness. And so I created this model, which really is a manufacturing of innovation, allowing companies to get started quickly and easily and without needing a lot of money, really starting like you would start a gym membership and put it on your credit card. And so I went out and raised $6 million. We started our very first model under my own company, because back then, who was going to listen to me? I had no PhD. I didn't come from a big brand life science company. So I had to be an entrepreneur. There was no other choice. And the model worked really well. Within 5 years, our companies did around $2 billion worth of deals and financing. And so that's when I decided to expand to San Diego. And that's when I met Johnson & Johnson. And I have to say, they had the same sort of passionate pursuit for patient solutions that I'd only seen in small companies before. And we realized that if we put our respective strengths together, that really we could come up with something that was not just different for the industry and valuable for the industry, but that we could scale it. And that's what the industry really needed. Because in our minds, innovation exists everywhere. And many times it doesn't get a chance to see the light of day because it doesn't have access to resources and support. And really, most of the stuff that could have a valuable impact for saving lives or making lives better is sitting out there and waiting for us. And so together we realized that we could take this from being a very successful pursuit in the Bay Area to San Diego to maybe something that could really have an impact all over the world. And that's how we got started.